Hi, I'm Mackenzie, and welcome to my video series, Getting Dressed for Public History. This video is part of my master's thesis in public history at Temple University. This project is a video series that will use an extant garment as a way to explore an era of women's labor. The extant garment I will be using is a 1915 dress from Drexel University's costume collection. I'm using this dress as a start for my research project. I'm interested in the era this dress comes from, the 19-teens, because of this huge shift there is in women's garment labor. This is a moment of change due to changes in immigration, societal reform, labor reform, and the early women's rights movement. We are most familiar with the garment workers' strike that happened in New York City, but there were strikes that happened in other major metropolitan areas with large immigrant populations, such as in Philadelphia. Philadelphia had a strike during the winter of 1909 to 1910, and it was led by young, immigrant, Eastern European Jewish women. The garment that I will be examining was not created by these strikers, but it was made during this moment where there is a massive shift from garments being made specifically for one person to garments being made for the average body, or ready-to-wear fashion. The recreation process will not only give me insight on how the dress was made, but also the human element of the dress. So for example, where there's machine stitches versus hand stitches, looking at how the fabric was cut so that you didn't have to do as much hemming, and especially because this dress was draped onto a fitted bodice and most likely while the intended owner of the dress was wearing it. My project will combine academic research and making to explore this profound moment of change. This is not a project intended to recreate the lived experience of the strikers. Part of that is due to the fact that I don't have a garment that would have been made by these garment workers. In future videos, I will cover the historical context of the garment strikes, the shift to industrial labor, and home sewing as a leisure activity instead of a necessity. And I will also cover my creation process, where I use historical documents and my best guess to recreate the dress for myself. My goal is to see what we can learn by studying this change and by using a physical object to see how that is applied. What I aim to do is to connect the two. I want to look at the history that you can read about and see that history in an object, and potentially to see how what we've learned affects us today. I hope you find this interesting and join me on my journey. See you soon. Bye. Cat. I can't do this right now. No. No. You need to calm down. I can't. No. No. Maybe you can sit in my lap and you won't be seen by the... Come on up. Can you make it? There we go. Can you sit down?